Well, ladies and gentlemen, so welcome to our conjunction video of the week. And today we're going to be doing Sun, Saturn, Ketu conjunction today, and what happens when these three planets are conjunct in your horoscope. And as always, if you do not know, if you have this conjunction, how far apart they are, what degrees each planet is in, because that will matter how strong the conjunction is or how weak the conjunction is. For that, check out the links here and check out my full astrological report, including my books, Astrology, Conjunction, and Aspects of the Speed of Light, including all my consultations here. So, Sun, Saturn, Ketu conjunction. What happens when these three planets come together? One thing you will notice from my last video is that at the age of 33, you will experience something karmic from past life in this life at the age of 33 with Sun and Saturn conjunction, including with Ketu. Wherever this is happening in your horoscope, at the age of 33, you will see some event related to that happen, whether you're buying a house, selling a house, having children, traveling to foreign lands, having marriage, or whatever the event is. It'll have some past life connection to it, and you will realize that it is a past life connection. But what happens is Sun is our ego, our self-esteem, our pride, our confidence. It represents our father, authorities, government, because all these things represents confidence, right? Like my government, my authority. Your father brings you confidence. Then is Saturn. Saturn is work ethics. Saturn is the working class. Saturn is the people that are out there, cleaning your house, taking you into a rickshaw, serving you food. All of these people, the working class people, is Saturn. Saturn also represents discipline and organization and structure into a specific paradigm. Saturn represents delay. It's a slow moving planet, so shows slow moving. It's a cold, dry, dreary planet. It represents seriousness. Then you have Ketu. Ketu represents past life connection. Ketu represents things that you have already achieved in past life. It's like you already have a flag down and you have achieved those things. Ketu represents occult, mysticism, spirituality, meditation, yoga, astrology, numerology. So whenever this conjunction happens in a horoscope, this person, first of all, is quite hard to approach in life. These people shy away for quite a while. And remember, this conjunction will have a different meaning depending upon the sign placement of these planets. The sign placement plays a crucial role. If one of these planets are debilitated, something will be happening, like in Aries or Libra. If it's happening in somebody's own sign like Leo, Capricorn, Aquarius, something will happen. Or Scorpio. So here, whatever I'm saying may be going either way, but this is why I'm staying in the middle and giving you a neutral example. So it shows that it takes a long time for their personality to develop. They shy away from the crowd. They're more like, they feel very critical of themselves. Yet they're very serious people. They're always trying to do the right thing, follow directions of a certain thing, whether good or bad. We don't know. They love to follow directions. They are workaholic people who feel like that their personality and their ego will be risen when they do the hard work. Like they're the ones who will go out and they'll be like, I have a responsibility and I have to do this. Once I do this, I will feel better. And once I feel better, my confidence will come out. If I don't work, my confidence won't be there. If you make these people just sit home and not do anything, their confidence will not be there. They have to work. They have to be responsible for something. This is why these people make great managers, supervisors, somebody who's responsible for a certain entity. And with Ketu conjunct in this mix, shows that this person is bringing past life karma into this life to be responsible for something. Something that happened in the past life, you're responsible for it. So if this is occurring in your 4th house, shows you're going to be responsible for mother, for home, for people within the home throughout life and from a very early age. Kind of like those people who have to work at an early age because father couldn't work, or this happened or that happened, or if this happens in the 10th house, these people will be responsible for the community. These people will be responsible for government, for how the the services out in the world. In the 7th house shows that obviously the marriage will happen late, but in the 7th house shows that you will have responsibility of the spouse. You will have to take care of the spouse. You'll have to nourish the spouse. Marriage is going to be work. Marriage is going to be a responsibility. You can't be careless about it. Like some other couple, like you will see a couple, the guy is doing something else, the wife doesn't care, wife is doing something else, the guy doesn't care, they live a happy life. And you're like, my God, what is up with your marriage? I have to constantly work at it. I have to constantly be cleaning the house, being responsible, picking up the kids, doing this, doing things with my wife and solving problems in my marriage. Well, hey, you have this alignment. So it becomes a very responsible, you become mature with this conjunction. Shows that your father is either a priest, and not everybody I'm saying, or has priestly qualities. Father is this person who likes to take part into spiritual and religious activities. Father is quite conservative. Father may have a very narrow-minded view with the conjunction of Ketu in this, or mix of Ketu in this conjunction. Father will be like, we're Brahmins, we're the top people, you will only marry a Brahman, only make friends with Brahman. This will happen especially if Saturn is debilitated. But obviously the house ship matters. A lot of things comes into play. If a planet is aspecting this conjunction, if Jupiter is aspecting this conjunction from its exalted sign, my goodness, you'll have a father who is a very open, liberal, philosophical person, yet a very hard-working person. Father's probably a priest and astrologer with this type of an aspect and conjunction. So all of these things must be seen in this conjunction. But shows one takes part. One has a past life karma to take part into government activities, to take part in local or federal government activities. Whether you work for government or not, maybe you'll become part of somebody's campaign. You'll become part of some rally, some political rally. But usually if this is happening in Kendra, this conjunction, most definitely there's going to be some connection with your work in terms of with the government. Even if you have your own business, you might somehow end up working with the government, having some independent contract with the government. These are the people, especially in the ascendant. 3 of the cases where these people were very patriotic. One wanted to be an IAS officer. The other wanted to be in US Navy. So you see that patriotism come alive right in the ascendant. Because one is government, one is administration. And Ketu is bringing that past life into this life as a unfinished karma. So they feel like they have this duty to serve a higher authority. And they feel very irritated if they don't because of Ketu. Ketu is this energy that says, whenever it's Ketu with a planet, if it's not sitting alone, if it's with a planet, then you know there is some pending karma with that planet and you must finish regarding that planet. Otherwise, you will always feel irritated. Like let's say Venus Ketu conjunction show there is some unfinished karma related to relationships, marriage, women. And you're here to complete that. For good or for bad, we have to see the house placements, sign placements, aspects, conjunction of other planets. And also your relationship with the father becomes very formal with this conjunction. No matter how much you love or hate your father, somehow it always stays quite conservative. You respect your father's view. You do not make dirty jokes in front of your father. If you're watching some movie and some sex scene comes in, you will change that channel immediately. Like there's this natural respect for father and that fatherly status. Or if one of these planets are debilitated, what will happen is that respect will be there out of fear. You'll be like, if I don't do this, if I say this to him, he might hit me or he might punish me. But the bottom line is there's unfinished karma related to responsibility wherever this conjunction is happening in your life. Okay. So guys, this was my analysis of Sun, Saturn, Ketu conjunction. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. Again, if you want to know where your conjunction is, what sign they're in, planets, what house, nakshatra, all the other details of your horoscope, for that, check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, books, and consultations. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow with our mutual aspect of Mercury and Mars.